What up, what up? It's Natalie and you've got my man Kramer locked in on 102.3 The Beat.
So I'm actually really excited about this because I haven't done this in, it's been 4 or 5 years since I've actually had somebody come in and co-host a show with me for any length of time.
Wow.
So I'm actually excited about this, and I don't even want to say your name because I'm going to say it wrong. I know how to say it, but I'm going to say it wrong, so I'm going to let you do it. What's your name?
Natalie Laros.
There it is. See, I can't do that. It is the best way I've heard anybody actually say their own name.
Wow, thanks.
It's just got some kind of ring to it. I don't know what it is. I like it. How are you today?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm good. You were mentioning, or at least your boy Christian over here was mentioning that everybody was tired.
I'm wide awake, so I'm good. I don't know about him.
So your driver was the one that was sleeping.
Yeah, which is pretty tricky, but
right? I would imagine.
We got here safe.
You don't know where you're going. Where did you guys come up from?
From San Antonio.
Okay, all right. Where else have you been in the last 5 days, if you can remember?
It's so confusing. I don't even know. I do remember. We were in Houston, New York for 5 days. It was freezing, but very fun. So yeah, those were the places.
How much snow is actually in New York right now? Is it bad?
Right now, I don't know. We had a night of really, a lot of snow, but it wasn't like a pack of snow. It wasn't. Okay. It was okay. It was just very icy wind.
I've seen some pictures of people piling up snow in front of their house, and somebody actually spray painted on a giant pile, "No more."
Oh, yeah.
It looked like it was covering their front door. They couldn't even get out.
Wow.
I'm glad we don't have to deal with that here in Austin.
Me too.
It's a beautiful thing. All right, so here's a little something that we did when I knew that Natalie was coming in. I asked what some of her top favorite songs are at the moment, some of the ones that she draws inspiration from or is just into right now. And one of them is actually a song that we played on The Beat not too long ago, but we haven't played it in a while. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and play it. Rich Gang, why did you pick the song? What is it about this song that you're into with lifestyle?
The beat is just so captivating. It has a good groove, and every time the beat starts, oh, here it comes.
Right? It's kind of laid back. It sounds a little something like this. Yep. Oh, there it is. Rich Gang, Lifestyle by request from Natalie Laros. See, I'll figure it out by the time we get
That's
there.
it.
I promise. It's The Beat. Grammy winner, actually, something that Natalie will be in the future. Yes, I would imagine. Maybe. Hopefully.
Yes, let's say yes.
Everybody can hope for that. So, all right, give us a little background on you here real quick. Where are you from? All that kind of good stuff.
Well, I was born and raised in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. And 5 years ago, I moved to the States, to Los Angeles, to make my dreams come true, singing and dancing. And
you have an interesting story as to how you kind of got started with that. It has something to do with Flo Rida, yes?
Yes, it does.
All right, please fill us in here.
I heard Flo Rida was performing in Los Angeles, and I just had to meet him and tell him I wanted to work with him. So that's exactly what I did. I got the chance to meet him, and I said, Flo, I'm Natalie, and we should work together.
And that was that? Simply put. You didn't jump on stage like that fan at the Afro Man concert.
No, I wouldn't dare. I have a lot of guts, but I wouldn't do.
That's a little much. Everybody stay away from Afro Man if you haven't heard the news yet. All right, so tell us a little bit about the song Somebody with Jeremiah, who, by the way, I haven't seen him in a while, and I watched the video for the song, and I didn't realize how much he looks like Nas.
You think so?
He looks like Nas. If you put the two side by side, you would think they're brothers. I'll show you. But tell us a little bit about the song. What was that? Somebody just pound the door, trying to throw me off my game here. It worked too. Thank you. Anyways, tell us about the song. How did the Whitney Houston sample come about?
Well, I started writing the song together with Flo Rida, and Rook Monroe is a really talented writer.
Okay.
So we basically had the whole song except for the hook. And we were thinking we need to have a really catchy hook that everybody can sing along with.
Sure.
And literally sat in the studio for hours trying to find the best hook. And then Flo was all of a sudden like, I know, let's do I Want to Dance with Somebody. Wow. And then I Want to Rock with Somebody.
Okay.
And then we all loved it. You know, it's recognizable.
Sure.
And so that's what it was. And then we were looking for a male vocalist on it. Mm-hmm. To switch it up a little bit, and we immediately thought of Jeremiah, and he was down to do it, and he sounded great.
All right, well, let's check it out. And Somebody, Natalie LaRose, I'm not going to get it. It's Jeremiah on the track as well. Beyonce is one of your musical influences, yes?
Definitely.
At least currently, right now. What are some of your all-time influences?
Definitely one of them is Whitney Houston.
Naturally.
Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder.
Did you watch the special with Stevie?
I did, and I had tears in my eyes watching it. It was beautiful.
You got to find it. It was incredible. That was so good. If you guys haven't seen it, you've got to watch it.
Have to.
So good.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. All right, so you've been on this little radio tour for how long now? How long you been out on?
Since the top of the year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you've been... Christian, you guys are killing her, man. Put somebody out on the road for like 2 months like that. All right, so I got to ask you this. Craziest thing one of the DJs has actually said to you, whether it be a compliment, a backhanded compliment, a strange question. What's the weirdest thing that has stood out to you so far?
One of the funny questions was, one of the female DJs asked me, "So how does Jeremiah smell?"
What?
And I did not know how to answer.
How do you answer that?
I said I didn't remember because I didn't pay attention to that. I mean, but I'm sure he smells really good.
Right? You're like, I'm working with the guy. How am I supposed
Yeah.
to know? I mean, you guys are getting all close and everything in the video, but like...
Yeah, I mean, he smells good. I mean, if he didn't, I would have probably remembered that. You know what I mean?
No, that's true. That's true. So ladies, don't worry if you're trying to get at Jeremiah. It's all good. Sounds like he showers, takes care of himself, yeah. That's right. That reminds me. I still got to show you the side-by-side with Jeremiah and Nas. I'm telling you. Val, don't they look the same? Jeremiah and Nas, they look like brothers.
Mm-hmm.
See? It's crazy to me. I don't know. I thought Nas was in the video the first time I saw it. I was like, wait, I thought Jeremiah was on the track, not Nas. All right, so what's going on? Album, tour, anything like that?
Right now I'm recording my EP.
Okay.
I'll be in LA in a few days and finishing it up. And the video's out right now on Vivo, so make sure you check it out.
Yeah.
And lots of performances this year.
Going out on tour with anybody in particular?
That's not set yet, but I might.
She might. So in other words, there's somebody that we're getting ready to go out with. We just can't talk about it yet.
Who knows?
Yeah, there it is. There it is. All right, so when we come back from the break, we've got another song that Natalie chose that she wanted to hear. Usher, Juicy J, I Don't Mind. What is it about that song? I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, is it like supposed to be like a female anthem? Because it sure doesn't feel like it.
Well, you know what? I grew up listening to Usher.
Okay.
And that song is really how I remember Usher.
Right.
Why I fell in love with his voice and with his music. You know, Usher's back.
Usher is back. He's going to be back here in about 5 minutes, and we'll be back with Natalie here in just a few. Hang on. Natalie LaRose.
Yeah, you got it. You got it now.
I'm never gonna get it. Is that how you would normally typically say your name? Is that just how it comes out, or is that kind of like a stage thing that you?
It's the way my mom would say my name.
Oh,
it's
okay.
the Dutch way.
I got you. It's just there's something about it. I've never heard somebody say their name so cool. Like Val, you can't say your name all cool like that. Is there a way that we can work that out? You think?
Val Santos.
Oh, look at that.
We'll figure it out. We got to roll some letters or something like that. Anyway, so while we were jamming to Usher, we got to talking about movies. And the reason we got to talking about movies was because we saw this drive-in in California that decided to show 50 Shades of Grey and SpongeBob on screens side by side. So I got to ask, because the next song we're going to play is from 50 Shades of Grey, the soundtrack. Have you seen the movie yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
Do you want to see it?
I actually do, because I've read the first book.
Okay.
And I really wonder how they put it into... into the screen.
I mean, isn't it... Okay, so I've heard the book be described as a million things. I think the one thing that stood out to me was they called it porn on paper. Is that accurate?
A little bit.
No? A little bit?
It's pretty intense.
So then how in the world did they manage to get 50 Shades of Grey an R rating in theaters?
That's what my question is.
I want to know how they pulled that off, because according to this woman, she said there was a woman being slapped naked, bound up in the movie. That doesn't sound like an R-rated movie to me.
Not really,
just saying. But, kids, your parents will get you in, I'm sure. All right, so we'll get off that movie. Wow. Bad play on words. Let's just get into the record. The Weeknd earned it from the soundtrack 50 Shades of Grey. Great song. Love this guy's
Magical.
voice. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's called Earned It on 102.3 The Beat. Back with Natalie in a minute. 102.3 The Beat. All right, so we're going to wrap things up here, shortly with Natalie. Before we get into the Beat Backspin, which, by the way, she was the one that chose the two that battled off today. Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody, up against Michael Jackson, Remember the Time. Two songs that both Val and I are big fans of. But we love the old school like that. That's where we live, is the old school. It's just where music is rooted. But anyways, speed round. I'm going to ask you just some random questions off the top of my head, and I want answers off the top of your head, okay?
All right.
We just read and talked about a guy that ate at Benihana 579 times last year. So we know that is his guilty pleasure. What is yours?
My guilty pleasure?
Yes.
For food?
No, for anything.
I would say food.
Food. Fair enough. Current celebrity crush?
Don't have one.
Oh, come on.
I really don't.
Okay,
I used
so
to have one, but I don't have one anymore.
Who did it used to be?
Long ago, it was Leonardo DiCaprio. When
I
was a little girl.
many females that didn't think Leonardo DiCaprio was like their celebrity crush.
Right.
Everybody was into him. See, I shouldn't ever do this flying off the top of my head. Val, give me one real quick.
Who would you choose to be your next dude in your video?
All right, so who's the next leading man in the next video?
Collaboration-wise?
Collaboration-wise,
Yeah,
or
let's do
just...
that.
Yeah,
It would be
collabo.
great if my next song would be with Flo Rida.
I think that's fitting. That's
would-
absolutely fitting, and I think we'll get that done. We'll get that done ourselves. Don't worry about these guys over here. We'll get that one done for you. Give me one more. I came up with two, you come up with two.
I didn't pick up the speed round question.
Pick up the speed round question. Give me something. Favorite old school artist, period. Period.
Period.
Period. One. Uno. If there was only one artist that you could put on your iPod or phone or anything,
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Any particular song or just all of it?
A lot of it.
A lot of it. As
Yeah,
much as we can
almost
get on
every
there.
song.
Yeah. Michael Jackson has nothing but good songs.
And Whitney Houston.
I said one artist. Okay, we'll go male and female. We'll give it to you. We'll give it
Thank
to you.
you.
All right, no more speed round questions because I'm drawing blanks. I'm still trying to wake up 4 hours after actually waking up. So before we jump into the beat backspin winner, Natalie, thank you for coming in, co-hosting.
Thank you.
Had a great
Thanks.
time, and we let the listeners vote. They
Great.
ended up going with a song that we kind of sort of heard already, but not completely. Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody, the beat backspin winner today on 102.3 The Beat. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.